Hi everyone, so I'm back with another great off-campus opportunity, and this one is with Rubrik. So if you don't know by now, Rubrik is hiring for software engineering interns as part of their winter internship program. And let me tell you, Rubrik is one of the best companies to work at. It is one of those companies that pay equivalent to FANG, even a little bit more than FANG, but the hype for this is not equivalent to FANG, which is why the competition for this is going to be lesser compared to companies like Google or Amazon. So definitely this is a company and this is an internship that you should apply for, and you should give a try for this. Okay, and in this video we'll be talking about the role, we'll be talking about the eligibility, and we'll be talking about the most important thing, that is how do you get your resume shortlisted, along with tips on cracking the interviews. So everything that you need is going to be within the video, so make sure that you watch it till the end. And just a quick reminder guys, that I've recently opened a WhatsApp channel in which I'll be posting about all of the job openings, all of the resources that you can use to crack these openings, and much more information. So the link to join my WhatsApp channel is going to be in the description box. You can just join it, click it. It's going to be completely free. You don't need to pay anything. Just join it and you'll be getting a lot of important information from there. So again, the link to join the channel is in the description box. All right. So coming back to this opening, like I said, they're hiring for software engineering intern as part of their winter internship program. So it is going to be from January 2026 onwards. Okay. And it is going to be in office internship. It's not remote, it's in office internship. You're going to have to come to Bangalore in Rubrik's office. It's going to start from January 2026. Now, talking about the eligibility here is a bit strict because first they have a cap on CGPA, meaning that you need to have a CGPA of 8 and above. So only then you can apply for it. Okay, so they do have a cap for CGPA. So if you have a CGPA of 8 or above, then you can apply for it. Okay, because like I said, the cutoff here is a bit stricter than other companies, right? And as for the year that they're allowing, this is for 2026 graduates, meaning if you're in your final year, then you can apply for this. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the eligibility. If you're a 2026 grad, if you're in your final year, then you can apply for this, given that you have a CGPA of 8 and above. This is it pretty much for the eligibility. If you still have any doubt, then feel free to ask me in the comments. I'll be able to clarify it for you there. And now let's talk about how do you get your resume shortlisted. So first of all, getting your resume shortlisted in Rubrik is going to take a bit of work. You cannot be just uploading any resume that you have. You need to have the best resume possible, because like I said, they have strict standards for shortlisting resumes. Again, it's nothing impossible. You just need to work a bit on your resume. How do you work on your resume? Let me tell you right now. First thing is the ATS score. A lot of people keep asking me, how do we check our ATS score? What website can we use to check our ATS score? So there are two websites that I suggest you. I'm suggesting to you right now. First is resumeverted.com. Second is Enhanced CV. Both of these websites you can pick and you can upload your resume for free and check your ATS score. In fact, I'll be giving you a few resumes as example in the description box that are scoring 95% and above. So you can have a look at that resume. It's an example resume and you can learn from it and basically understand, what is going on in your resume and how do you increase your ATS score. So these two websites you can use, you can check to improve upon your ATS score. You can check your ATS score and then you can improve upon it. An example resume will also be given. Now, apart from ATS score, you need to have a good template. You need to have a template that is easily readable. You need to have a template that is not all clamped together. You need to have a template that is, a bit easy on the eyes, right? Because of course, at the end of ATS, there will be a human looking at your resume. So what I'll be doing, I'll be giving you a template in the description box, which is very ATS friendly, which is very easily readable for ATS. So you can just use that template. Of course, for ATS, the content of the resume matters a lot, but for making it easy for the ATS to basically pass your resume, you can use this template. So the template is going to be in the description box. You can edit it over Leaf and then basically make it your own. Okay, so use that resume template and then you can use these two websites, which is resumeverted.com and Enhanced CV, to check your ATS score and improve upon it. I highly suggest having 80% and above ATS score. If you have below 70, if you have 50, 60 ATS score, it's not going to work, because the ATS score of good companies is going to be, the cutoff for the ATS score for good companies is going to be pretty high. So you need to have minimum 80%. It should not go below 70% or 75% at all. The more it is, the better. If you have above 80, if you have above 90, you have a very high chance of getting through the ATS score. Okay, so there's a very few things that you need to take care of, like the verbs you're using, the if there's any grammatical mistakes, if you're using quantifiable numbers, all of these things, right? So you'll be able to understand. Just go through the websites and go through the example resume. Okay, now this is the basics of it, right? This is what you need to have a good resume. This is like the basics of it. Now, of course, when we come on a little advanced part, that is the content of your resume. Like, what do you really have in your resume? That is very, very important. So let's start off at the base level, that is having a programming language. Now, they haven't mentioned any tech stack specifically that we're looking for this tech stack, but they are looking for certain programming languages, which is basically a preference that they're giving. So the programming languages are going to be Java, Python, Scala, and C++. Now, I know a lot of you guys may not be knowing Scala, so you don't need to worry about it, but you might be knowing Java, Python, or C++. So I highly recommend that you put one of these programming languages. You don't need to put all of them. If you know either Java or Python, you can put them in your resume. And apart from having a basic knowledge of the programming language, like the syntax and all, apart from that, if you have made projects in these programming languages, like if you've made project in Java or Java related technologies like Spring Boot, then you can showcase that in your resume. Similarly, for Python, if you've made any Python related project, then you can showcase that in your resume. Okay, so if you've made projects like that, feel free to showcase them in your resume. It's not mandatory, but if you have, then again it is a bit better, right? Because these are the programming languages that they have said they are searching for. But of course, the next thing that matters is the quality of your projects. So guys, please don't put any plain project that is only one page or that is only two page without any backend, without any databases. I don't want to see any project in the resume which is just one page, you click a button and that's it, right? Those projects are not going to get you far in off campus placements, right? You need to have some high quality projects, some unique projects with some unique features, and you need to have basically a proper end-to-end service, end-to-end features in your resume. And if possible, deploy your project. Okay, deploy your project, send the live link and send the GitHub link. Okay, so of course, having the quality of projects matters not only for this, but for other internships and other placements as well. So if you do this once, it will help you in all of the off-campus placements, on all of the off-campus internship. Okay, so prepare a perfect resume like the way that I have said. All right, so that's pretty much it. Once you do all of this, you'll be able to have a great resume that will have a great chance of getting shortlisted. Now, coming to the interviews, right? Because let me tell you, the interviews at Rubrik are not going to be easy. They are going to be on the medium to hard side. Okay, it's not going to be easy. I'm telling you beforehand only because, of course, they pay a lot. So the interviews are going to be tough as expected. So what I'm going to do, I'm be giving you some interview experiences in the description box. Those interview experiences will contain the experiences of people who have cracked Rubrik in the past. You can learn from them for internship roles. So you can learn from them and you can understand how the interview process is going to be like. But in a nutshell, you need to focus on DSA. DSA is going to play an important role in your interviews. You need to be good with the development, whatever is there in your resume, and you need to have a basic level of design. Okay, basic level of design is again common for all of your interviews. Majority of the companies, they will expect you to have a basic level of design, like having knowledge of some of the terminology, some of the concepts on a lower level. But DSA is going to be something that is going to be primary. It's going to be very important. So go through the interview experiences, understand them, and then you can prepare accordingly. All right, that's pretty much it. Everything that you need is going to be in the description box. So you can just click the link from there and apply for it ASAP. But before that, of course, make sure that you have the perfect resume. So make the changes in your resume and then apply ASAP. All right. So that's pretty much it. And again, a reminder, join my WhatsApp channel and stay subscribed for more videos because I will be bringing a lot more off-campus opportunities. Right now is going to be the peak time for hiring. All the way from September, October, November, December, a lot of companies are going to be hiring. So make sure that you subscribe so that you do not miss out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see you in the next video.